Speaking of beautiful things, there is something so magnificent about art. But there's something so magnificent in an extraordinary way about licensed art from Thomas Kinkade. We have really set the bar with this lit canvas art that has fiber optic lights to have it glow and to have it come to life. It's a beautiful size. It's 16 by 20. We have your choice. Today you can either choose the Pools of Serenity, which I believe is up in front of you. Okay, so Pools of Serenity. That one is your choice. You've got that great gazebo in the background, or you can choose Stillwater Bridge, which has a beautiful bridge in the background, both symbolizing water and earth, and you've got nature all in there, the things we love about Thomas Kinkade's art. And then this one really comes to life, Alexandra.
They come to life because they have the fiber optic light and they have the LED light that is built inside. We have shared with you the pre-lit canvas artwork for several years. This is something that you absolutely love and you cherish and you bring into your home because it's instant decor. It's an instant way to have beautiful artwork in your home that really means something to you. But when you add to that, that these are brought to us by Thomas Kinkade, and that's a name that we absolutely love and trust, and we really love his work and the way he does things. But now we've taken it a step further by providing the frame, perfect size, 16 by 20, and then just kind of dotting in where the fiber optic is illuminating the landscape, whether it's in the greenery, the flowers, the plants, the way that the gazebo is brought to life. And then even when we're talking about on the bridge, look at the bridge where we have the lanterns, where those LED lights are really kind of standing out a bit. And this is going to be beautiful in your hallway. Maybe you have a place where you've created a gallery. Sometimes you want that quiet time, peaceful area in your home office, or maybe in a breakfast nook that just needs a little bit of artwork like this, something to kind of bring it down a little bit, help quiet you and still you, and you can't help but feel that way when you're looking at either of these landscapes. And then what about if you put this in the powder room? You know, sometimes when you have guests and you say, you know, right down the hall, they'll be able to see this illuminated in that powder room. But which is your favorite? You'll be hard pressed to choose which one you love more.
Yeah, they're both beautiful. In fact, they'd be beautiful together because they complement each other in style. They complement each other in colors. They both have the LED and the fiber optic lights that you control with a remote control. So we're gonna talk to you briefly. There are no cords. There's nothing cumbersome. You hang this just like you would hang a normal piece of Thomas Kinkade art. However, it is, it's remote control function. So it's a timer function for 6 hours on and 18 hours off. Obviously you can turn it on and off to your liking. This is truly licensed by Thomas Kinkade. It is a simple, easy, fast way to decorate, and you can get something special, something unique, something unlike any other piece of artwork that you have in your home. Your choice is either the Stillwater Bridge, so it's water in the foreground, bridge and foliage in the background, or Pools of Serenity, which has a beautiful pool of light of water in the foreground, and then a beautiful gazebo in the background. And the Pools of Serenity look like, to me, they have shades of reds and pinks and greens and purples to help you decide. Also luscious in all of that green foliage. And then you can see how the water dances and it glimmers because of the lights, because this is literally coming off of the frame. It's as if it's three-dimensional. It's almost as if you could walk through this art and transform yourself or transport yourself into that peaceful gazebo just waiting for you right in the background. If you want to choose the Stillwater Bridge, again, beautiful shades of greens, sage, you've got highs and lows, and then you've got this rustic stone bridge in the background in the Stillwater Bridge, and you can see the trees falling in the background almost as if it's, you know, a dusty fog in the Stillwater Bridge. Whichever you choose, I don't know how you choose. If you have an opportunity to pick up both on FlexPay, can you believe that on FlexPay, less than $30 to get both of these pieces from Thomas Kinkade?
They do really look really nice together. The way this works, on the remote control, there's a button that says the 6 hours. So you simply, you know, turn this on with your remote control, and then you push the 6 hour, and then it will be on. See, it's just kind of flickered right there. Now you can be rest assured that this will stay on for 6 hours. It will automatically turn off for 18 and cycle every 24 hours. And that's what's so nice about having your remote control. You can turn it on or off with the remote control. All you'll do is put in the AA batteries. Here it is in the back. You've got the 2 little saw hooks. So this is how you're going to mount this on your wall. Your batteries go here, and then you turn it on. You can manually turn it on or off right from the back.
And I want to mention,
once you hang it up and you use your remote control, you're in business.
With the batteries, there's no special batteries. It's only 4 AA batteries. So you probably have that in your junk drawer at home, right? You know what I mean? Like there's not a special battery you have to order. It's standard AA batteries. I love that it comes with a very sleek, modern black frame. It's like a wooden frame. So it's, again, it's 16 by 20, which is a nice, significant size, but not overwhelming. Not where you need like some large, you know, wall space. You could hang this over a sofa table or a curio, or like as Alexander said, in your powder room. It has such life to it, and it's so unique and special. I was telling Alexander before the show that growing up, my grandmother had a wall art that illuminated, that had cumbersome electrical, you know, things that had to connect to it, because we didn't have it in remote control back then. And I looked so forward to coming to her house and going to the room above her fireplace mantle that had this lit artwork. It was so magnificent and magical. And the pictures look beautiful whether the lights are dimmed and low or whether they're not. Whether the lights on the frame are on or off, it's still a beautiful piece.
I love when you shared the story with me, because I said, of all the things you can remember about your grandmother, you remember going to her home and seeing that photo, and what really got you was that it had the light in it. So if your grandchildren or your children want to come and be mesmerized the same way, I know you're very familiar when we share something similar to this, the canvas art during the holidays, but here's a way to have that type of artwork, that experience, the fiber optic, the LED, having the remote control, knowing that it's going to shut off after 6 hours if you choose to, having all of that included for you. But throughout the year, I love that it's green, that it has the early morning fog. To capture that fog over the bridge with the lanterns that are positioned perfectly on the bridge, that is magic. You have to remember, even if I turn that off, that is a stunning landscape. It is a gorgeous painting. But when I turn it on, it really does come to life with the extra light.
And it's such a simple way to have a kind of a multiple features, you know, and I think artwork is something that's very personal to most of us. And Thomas Kinkade, we have shopped for and seen in all the highest end galleries. His artwork has been landscaped all around the world. This is licensed by Thomas Kinkade.
And
this
signed.
is brand new, signed, and you can tell that these have such passion, and it's quintessential Thomas Kinkade. You know, these are landscapes of beauty, of ethereal, of airy, of garden, you know, really kind of that step in nature. If you work in an office building where it's stressful, where the phones are ringing off the hook, where you're always at your computer, if you find a place to be able to put something that just lets you breathe, lets you kind of take that deep inhale and take that deep exhale and enjoy and be mesmerized by a piece of art that comes to life, that you own, that is a beautiful 16 by 20 size, already framed. You just have to supply the batteries. The remote control is included. That remote control has a timer, so you can choose either on or off, or you can set it so that it will run in this beautiful glow for 6 hours. I love the stream. I love the glistening of the lights against the water. I love the luscious landscape, the purple flowers against that stone bridge. It's as if you take a moment and it's like your favorite book or your favorite movie, or your favorite space that maybe you grew up. Maybe you, when you were younger, you ran to that little bridge, right, with your friends, and you know, you just took a moment. This is the backyard
that I should have.
Exactly.
Okay, sweetie, can you make that happen for me? This is the backyard that we should all have, right? This is the backyard that we should have. One last thing I want to share with you. It is backlit. So that means when we turn this off, okay, everything is off, but when I turn it on, there's a little bit of light that's peering through, just a little bit, so that even when you're in a very dark room, it isn't going to be just the lighted spots. It's not going to be just the fiber optic that is coming through. Even in a dark room, because it's backlit, you'll still be able to see the entire image.
I mean, they're just beautiful. If you haven't looked at them, come to your screen and take one last final look. Stay on the phone lines. Brand new and available.